Welcome back to another episode of Look What Jess Found. This is episode 715. And these are the plain Jane vanilla. Well, not really. I don't think these are the vanilla ones. I would have to say are the ones with the stripes. But these are maybe these were the plain Jane ones before. Where they at? Nope. Even those are nice. Before these. And this one here has and look at this one. This one has two red stripes next to each other. Usually don't see that either. So even some of those penny wrappers are a little bit more vintage, meaning that they came. I don't know. We have to see. I don't know if I'm gonna do this one. Nah, nah. I'll move this over to the side. It has too many 30 pennies. I'll go over this on my own time. I can already see all the sand and dust and stuff. Let's do one of those that we just looked at. Let's do this one. I just had it out. Let's see how much copper. I mean, there is some copper in there. I mean, if we got through this in like 10 minutes, I would start going through it. Oh, look at all this copper. Wowzers. Perfect. Perfect. This is exactly what you want to see in a penny roll when you put it on a table. You want to see, 10-ish copper pennies. And there might not be 10, there might be 8 or 9 here, but close enough. Like a guaranteed 7 or 8. So by this point, we're well into January by the time the video is uploaded. Members get to see the video that when they're scheduled, right? That's part of the charm of the channel. If you're a subscriber and you look down below, you'll see that 1998, no white AM. You'll see that there are members only videos. 99.9% of those are scheduled videos. I do put out members only videos on occasion. I try to get them out once a month. Sometimes it's every 2 months. Sometimes it's 2 in 1 month, but about that. And I always try to say hello to all of the new members. Obviously, if we got flooded by members, that would change things, and I would have to do something a little different. 2015. Always got to look for the. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what the year is. You should be checking them everything out for double dies. Every year has, to my knowledge, every year has a double die. Every year has another 2015. That's a nice one. Every year can have die clashes, die cracks, all types of mint errors. So there's really no reason not to check very carefully every single penny. When you see people, it's crazy. Like I said, I like watching these other channels because they're entertaining. But when I see somebody do coin dumps, I mean, I do it too on occasion, but I still go through each penny. But they go like this, and they move it around like they're swirling a sauce, and then they go. "Duh, duh, 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 duh." I'm like, what are you doing, man? They don't know what they're doing. They don't know. No close am, but it is a nice. I don't know how shiny this one is. It's not bad. I don't know. We'll see. It's not really what I'm looking for. I'm not going to keep it. Shiny is shiny. All right. I lost my train of thought. You see that there, right underneath the Lincoln Memorial? Two little lines like a star. You have to be careful of die class. I mean, it could be from anything, right? I mean, first of all, that's really, really specific, those lines. So you want to make sure you don't miss a die clash. Oh yeah, I was talking about members and and of course it helps out the channel, right? Copper pay number 1, nice brown, 1972. I got to go a little closer. It helps support the channel. The channel does have some minor expenses. Um, it's nothing too crazy, but again, I'm not making crazy money either. You know what I mean? So, um, you know, and other channels too. When you watch them, sometimes some people will talk about their income on the channel. Very few. I always found it interesting when the other channels talked about their income, or they showed, you know, like if I go to mine, I don't care. I show mine. You know, my wife says you shouldn't do that. So why not? Who cares, man? Nobody cares. Well, I mean, you might find it interesting, but it's not like that's it, man. Look, 180 bucks, man. That's it. That's it. And that's with 25,000 views in 48 hours. That's it. Not much. Not much. It isn't much. No idea. But it is enough to, you know, I had it like I spoke about this the other day about getting the pennies. I've gotten a microscope over the years, which I've never used. But I did order the handheld microscope, and I did order the handheld microscope. And what else? Oh, and I'll order some stuff on eBay here and there. If you want to count that, I guess you can. You know, and I do it right. Like I showed the steel pennies I got for 50 bucks. You know, I thought that was a great deal. If I see a really, really good deal, actually, I'm not even looking for good deals. I'm looking for great deals. Auctions to me is where it's at, really. You know, watch the auctions. That's where you're gonna snipe it. So even like the ones I paid 50 bucks for an auction, maybe it would have sold for 40 bucks. You know, but you're talking about 20%. You do 20% over enough time, it's a lot of money. You know, 20% off of 10 grand is $2,000, right? Now all of a sudden 20% sounds like a lot of money. I see that on the top there. See the little, this is kind of common. The little die chipping, or extra extra plating you'll see on the edge with that little, for some reason, always on the left top of the shield there. As far as I know, that doesn't give it any extra value. Sometimes it's a big die chip. Oh, we got a 2009. Hardly ever see these anymore. So I have to say, so far, this penny roll is a little disappointing. This is our only our second copper penny. We got that one 2009. Maybe I will dig a little bit into the that other penny roll. So maybe it was cool. And here goes our first, like, I guess, I don't know. So yeah, this is our first shiny penny. Misaligned die. That's a pretty I wish it was a wide AM. It would have been a nice wide AM misaligned die. That's kind of shiny. And here goes copper penny number 3. A nice 1982 AU condition. You know, but I like to think that the channel at least is instructive. I mean, I'm in my mind now that there's no more pennies, and the only thing I'm not exactly sure when, or you know, the 2026, the commemorative ones are going to come out. That's copper paint number 4 or 5 with the 82. I don't know when they're going to come out. Maybe if some of you, if anyone out there has ordered them, you can let me know in the comments below. You can let me know what you think about the 26. I think they're coming out in sets, right? I don't know if you can order any of them loose. I don't think they're going to be selling boxes or anything like that. So, But anyway, you want to slice or dice, I'm very thankful for all the help that I get, any assistance I get on this channel. We have some members who have been with the channel for uh, well over a year at this point, just about 2 years from the beginning of the channel, really. And I look at other channels, and like Rob Finds Treasure, and he has like a few people that he has there forever. And oh, this is nice. What a nice. This is what I mean when I say shiny mint state. This is like ready for the grading company. Look at that. Let me take a picture of that. That's something else. Wow. And it's nice to know that I have some people here like that also, I wish to have a lot more, for selfish reasons, I know, I'm very sad. I'm happy with what I got, but of course we always want more, right? If you get a job, you don't want to raise, right? That your boss says, "Hey, you've been doing a good job. I'm going to give you a raise." No, no, no. That's okay. Keep it. I'm no, thank you. I don't really want that extra money. We were thinking about getting another car, but you know what? You're rich. Get yourself another Lamborghini. Don't worry about it. No one's saying that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone says thank you. You show your appreciation. You show your gratitude. And I like to think that's okay, and that Christ that Christ is okay with that also. For people to at least get what they deserve. Which I have to say that whatever I got is what Christ is saying I deserve, and everything like that. Because really, if you want to put what I do here per minute, per hour on an hourly rate, I could put sometimes 4 or 5 hours a day, right? Even though the video is only 20 minutes, you got the video. Sometimes I'll do 2 in a day. Then you got the shorts. The shorts can take, even though they're only about a minute a piece. Then you got to put away all the coins, clean the desk, sanitize the desk, clean my hand, just the whole process. Transfer the movies, do the thumbnails. One video with the shorts takes about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. So 2 videos is between 4 and 6 hours, depending on things. Sometimes I do more than 10 videos. There's all kinds of variables, but roughly about 2 hours, right? So unless I'm, I mean, really, I mean, let's be honest. Like, how much would you want to make in your YouTube channel per hour to make it? Most people would say what, between $30 and $100 an hour, just to be like, okay, thank you. That's, I could, so obviously not living. I'm probably making like, oh boy, I just showed you $185. Man, let's do the math. And that's for 28 days. So take 185, divide it by 28. Okay. That's $6.60 a day. All right, let's divide that by 24. And that tells you, right? That should tell you how much it is per hour. Is that correct? No, $6. No. Then you have to divide it by how many hours. So let's do 2. Divided by 2. $3.30 an hour. That's yeah. So, that's it. $3.30 an hour. That's what I'm doing. So again, not a complaint. It might sound like I'm complaining, but I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm actually thankful for that $3 an hour to be honest with you. There's a lot of people who have channels out there and they can't even get monetized. I saw that on the face. I saw that it's like glue. Even though I talk, I'm still paying attention. And of course I have the ones to do the short videos on. And since I did do a lot of talking today about stuff, hopefully nobody minds any of that. I don't think so. I think most people like me, my BS. Oh, we got a 2017 P. That's a nice one. We got a 2009 and a 2017 P. And we have one, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Yeah, I said 10, right? I said 8 to 10 right there. Not bad. Now, for all the chumps that left the channel because they're not going to get the extra. They're not going to get the extra content. Everyone who stood here and who's a true support of the channel, you guys and ladies are going to get the extra content. All right, let's get out the some of these are really in bad shape. I got to be honest with you. I don't even think I would even this one here. I mean, unless it's a wheat, it's not. These are going into the garbage. I'm not putting these into the I will not put these into what's that called? Into wrappers with other coins. Like that's like as bad as I'll get for yeah, maybe that one. So the person had these in their basement. Let me just get rid of these right in the garbage. And every once in a while, I'll find some like this. And what they do is they get my desk super filthy. And I could feel it on my fingers. Oh, wear gloves. Nah, that's BS, man. That's a bunch of BS. You know, unless there's a very specific purpose to wear gloves, wearing gloves is for penny roll hunting, I'm saying. I'm not talking about for surgery, okay? I'm not talking about surgery. Yeah, for surgery, you better put on gloves. All right? If you're a heart surgeon out there, yeah, I know you need to wear gloves. All right. Because eventually I'm going to sell all these. You know what I mean? Even if it's whatever it's for, you know, I'm going to put them in. I got some of them in rolls already. And I'm making rolls, right? I show on the channel that I make rolls. Yeah, that's okay. Now let's divide the copper. I'm really not even going to get into it. From this distance, I could see what the year is. Yeah, see, I guess I'll keep that one. I can tell if it's copper or not. 81. And a lot of remember, I have, so for those, most of you know out there, I have my little box. And in the little box, I have all the different conditions. And one of the rolls is for dirty pennies. And that's where these will go into dirt. So they won't, you know what I mean? Like, so if you were to buy, I have dirty circulated, I have fine, low, AU minus, AU plus, BU, and MS. And the BU is really like BU minus, AU plus, because a lot of them are not super shiny or anything. Like, oh, look at this. We got one really nice one. That's a yeah, it was quite a bit of copper. That's a nice. Oh, look at this one. I have to make sure it's not, even from this distance, it looks like it might have a die clash on it. You can tell after a while when there's something a little odd about a coin, like there's like shiny spots in places where there shouldn't be. All right. Oh, look at the lines. Question is that polishing lines? Could be. Something really odd about this one. All right, no big deal. All right. Oh, here goes another 2017 P. Spotted that one. Oh, we got a 2023. No extra V. So I'm just off camera on the other side of the camera, very quickly going through these. And I'm going to move them. The zincs, put the zincs with the zincs. We got some coppers here. I'll put those over here on the side. 76. And if anything looks really, really good, then I will. 78. That's a nice 78. See, it was a nice penny roll. It's just these dirty ones, I can't deal with them, man. And if I see a 2025, obviously, oh, here goes another 2000. Is that a P or a D? Oh, it's a D. I don't hold on to those. Oh, here goes another 2023. I can't see. I have to look at it under the loop. I'm checking them. I will clean that penny if there's a V on it. No, I don't see it. All right, so you guys got some extra content for bearing with me in my long thank you and talk. That's actually a shiny one. My long talk about the channel, and again, special thank you to all my members. Obviously, I spoke about you guys this long is because until now 2023. Because I think about you guys on a regular basis, and I really appreciate it. And I'll do a quick shout out to all my members. By the time this video comes out, now there might be another member or two there, you know. So remember, they're scheduled. They're scheduled. And thank you for everybody for rejoining. Of course, that's a huge deal. I put a lot of time into. Might not seem like a lot, but all those little things like the icons and the badges, the level badges. So everybody who had, so thank you for rejoining. Keanu Kobe, Israel, American Eagle Roofing, Terry, Sandra, Eric, Kenai Collectibles has been with me from the very beginning, just about hitting 2 years. Thank you very much. I really, really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. God bless. What episode is this? 715. I will see you in episode 716.